know some of you people right now are either millionaires or started very low and had ambition to be a millionaire. And isn't it something? It's not about luck. It's about a strategy and luck. You see? Thanks, Damien. I believe God's got me down doing this as a purpose to help people. Because my kids all took my advice and now they got their own thing and they got their own kids. So I don't want to interfere with my grandchildren and their wives or whatever. You know what I mean? Their spouses. I stay out of it. They think I'm crazy on YouTube, but I like it. I like it. Because I feel like I'm teaching. Oh, real estate. I've had my real estate license for, 20 years. But I utilize it for strictly business deals, okay? Commercial real estate and business to business, okay? Buyers and sellers. I don't do any residential. Everything is involved with a buyer and a seller of a business, and they happen to have a real estate, a commercial building or something like that. I roll that into the transaction. We call that a transaction. But no, you're starting. You know what you do at 21? You make sure you work with somebody that's legitimate, somebody that's legal, and you get an 80-20 split. You know what an 80-20 split is? An 80-20 split is when you do a deal, you get 80% of the revenue. And the house, they call it the house, the owners of your real estate agency, they get 20%. After a while, when you're really good, you go back in and say, listen, I want 90% and 10% for the house. They say no, you go on your own. But it takes time. It's like playing in the minor leagues, then you got to get in the major leagues. And that's why you need a mentor, okay? That's where I come in. You could call me anytime, rocklamanna.com, email me directly, whatever. I got a lot of tools there too, free for you. Just tell me what you want, you see? These are all publications. I got all publications. And one here I want to show you about real estate, see? A buyer's checklist. You could bring that in and make that suggestion. Here's a seller's list. This is how you get a listing. A seller's check. They're going to think you're so damn smart. That's 50 years worth of doing deals, man. Okay? No, man. I can't be long gone. I feel guilty that I was shut off my Wi-Fi, so I want to help people. And I figured people are out there. But I'll make dinner a little bit less, and I don't know what happened to my baseball teams. But I appreciate the suggestion, if you care for me. Yeah, check me out. Check out my reputation. Go on Google. Put my name in there, Rock LaManna, and see my background. See, I'm a legitimate force. Okay. Yeah. Newport Beach, I had some customers and good relationships when I was working with 3M. 3M was my big customer, and I would work with 3M in partnering with some of their clients. I got a really good network of professional people in the printing and the converting industry. That's my background. No, not Jake LaManna. I did see him in person, though. I did see him, and I got an autograph from him. It's not the same spelling. Oh, yeah, SaaS. In a way, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going with social media platforms. Because you know what? All this other stuff, my books and all this other stuff, everybody's looking for something very... the transition of older people in their 50s and 60s, that's so difficult for them because their image is damaged because they just got let go. And if you've been 20, 30, 40 years working for a company and all of a sudden they ask you to leave because the children come in and run the business, they don't care. They think you're making too much money, and they want to make them house accounts versus relationships. It's getting to be really tough to keep your relationships today, you know? No. I do my own deal. My business today is YouTube. YouTube and TikTok. That's my business. And I invest in myself. And I have some books out. I have some things out. But I'm just having fun doing what I'm doing. You know? And if I could teach somebody to be a rock star, what I mean by that is somebody that's an A player, you know, that's having fun, loves what they do. I was lucky because I was 21 and I found my purpose because I got an opportunity to run a business to turn it around, actually, to turn it around because the company was having problems. And they asked me to turn it around. And I went out and got talent. That's the other thing about making sure you pick good people to help you build a business. And at the end of the day, they didn't treat me right when they went to sell. Of course not. Of course not. So I had to do my own thing, and I went on my own in 1993. Okay. All right. Everything else is okay. Everybody happy? What are you guys doing? And it's 8:18 here in Florida. Are you guys just bored, or are you waiting for my my YouTube live? I like doing it because I get some unique questions, you know? I appreciate that. I know God loves me. I know that. And I love God, you know? I've been very fortunate. The channel, Nick, is a lot of different things. But the bottom line is that if I could keep it as simple as possible, is just make good choices. Make sure you pick the right horse. The only way you could pick the right horse in a relationship or a college or a business or a career is study. Understand. And one of the parts that I did was I prayed to God. When I had problems and didn't know if I was going to make payroll, or if I didn't, you know, if I had a problem, how was I going to solve it? And the biggest thing was my health. I got through my health. Hey, thanks, Nick. How'd you find me, Nick? Did you just browsing or what? I kind of mentor people that are interested. And the younger, the better, because they're more ambitious. The older guys are more fearful right now. And I could understand that because they might have some regrets about the past or their loyalty. You know how important loyalty is, everybody? I even wrote a guide on that. Listen to this. Just go on my website, rocklamanna.com, send me an email, and I'll send it to you. It's called the loyalty trap. You know why I put that together? Because so many people my age were getting let go. And he got depressed. And they don't know what to do after that because a lot of people, like my CPA told me many years ago, he says, Rock, when people retire, they don't know what else to do. And they have a really hard time and they die young. They start drinking. They go through a divorce. They have other addictions. They spend all their money or they didn't save any money and their health goes to hell. My father would say they quit. You don't want to quit on life, no matter what age you are. But everybody goes through toughness. You got to go through tough, you know? Actually, you talk about the Hall of Fame. I'm big on sports, and when I see these Hall of Fame guys go on there, they always thank their parents, their coaches, their teammates. And, it's not easy to be a Hall of Fame person or due to athletics, but you could be a Hall of Fame teammate. You can be a Hall of Fame spouse. You can be a Hall of Fame dad or mom or parents.